Happy hunting.
Hunt me.
I am the hunted one.
I'm hunting most things.
Let us hunt something.
You can hunt.
Long have you hunted me?
You're being hunted.
Good morning, welcome back to another curated top 10 for the 1st of July, month 7 out of 12 for 2018. Let's get into the hunts for today. The first one up then is d-like.io, which is another application running on top of the Steem blockchain, which is going to be kind of like a Pinterest board for Steem, which is, sorry, for the Steem blockchain. Steem it, busy, Utopia, like there's just so many. Like there's probably about 15 clear ways now that you can interact with the Steem blockchain. Like as soon as people start realizing that it's this decentralized ledger blockchain open database that you can connect into and do stuff, store things, authenticate, I think people are gonna like suddenly switch from using their conventional socials. We're starting to see it. I really thought the Facebook thing, the big fallout with the Cambridge company that leaked all that data would really be the catalyst for people to move. I saw a lot of people like shut down their Facebook accounts, but I didn't see them move from their conventional socials, so they've still got a bit of a way to go. So D-like then, very much like a Pinterest board. You like certain stuff. They're also using ABV, similar to Steem Hunt, which I think is kind of interesting that this is kind of the second one that I've seen. There may be other ones out there using ABV, but they're the ones that I've heard about. And it wasn't a coder who came up with it. Came up with an idea and then reached out to some coders who helped him build it. And obviously it's in a first version kind of look right now. There's a few things that I would change. It's a little bit, the interface is a little bit too heavy, could do with being lightened up a little bit. But it all depends on the image and the content that you've got, I guess, that's coming in, and it can kind of throw it out. But it's another way to earn on the Steem blockchain by sharing URLs. So it's very similar in some ways to Steem Hunt. Steem Hunt's very product driven, and it's a little bit more advanced, I think, a bit more further down the line, especially because we have like a really top flight team behind Steem Hunt. But this is interesting. Really interesting, and I'm probably giving it a bit too much airtime, but anything I see new apps on the Steem blockchain are great because they enhance Steem in general. Like it validates the Steem blockchain, and like Ned said on the Steem platform, one of the CEOs of Steemit, he wants to see 1,000 Steem powered apps in the next year. So I mean, we now have 2 out of that, I guess. Well, no, we've probably got about 8 to 10 different apps, I think, that I know of. So we're on our way. We've got a percentage. Next up is Assembly Off, the new Diatone-Crusader GT2. So this is an FPV. It's a racing drone, and this damn thing can fly super fast. I think he said 99. There was a 99 figure in terms of speed. Either way, it's super tiny. It's got high quality motors on it. It looks rapid. And it's got a decent camera already built into it. So it's got 600 TVL TV lines camera on there. And I really want to have a go with one of these, I'll be honest. I really want to play with one of these things. I think one of the faster ones, instead of like the conventional ones, which people just like go up, down, spin. I want to race one. I want the headset. I want to race one. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Next up is Imperitator works, I think. The IWR1 zero gravity reclining workstation game chair. That's not long-winded at all, is it? Zero gravity though. Can we talk about the zero gravity? Look at this thing. It looks like something that Bruce Banner would sit in to like get radiation treatment. Like it's a bit of a full-on gaming chair if you ask me. But I mean, if you've got the money, look at that thing with a single ultra-wide monitor on there. Oh my goodness, it can hold triple monitors. Wow. That's pretty intense. I mean, you could literally just like sleep in that damn thing. You could just like rock back in it and just be like asleep. Zero-G reclining gaming workstation. I mean, if you've got the money, I mean, like I could totally see somebody sitting in that. What is this? Cup holder ashtray, hand grip position, computer case position. Oh, you can put the actual PC case inside the base of the thing as well. Wow, this is like a fully... You can literally just ship your whole computer unit and everything to your new flat or apartment, wherever you're going to. Just like literally throw it all together. I do love the three monitors. That is pretty fire. Look at that, triple monitors there. Oof, baby. All right, next up is the Anker Power Core 1300. The reason why I mention this, I know it's only a power pack, and I kind of get a little bit like, oh god, we're just listing power packs now. I will say that Anker have really done some work over the years, and we've finally got to a power supply unit, which, you know, I would recommend to everybody. I've actually got one of these. I don't think I've got it anywhere nearby, but they're really, really good. They're really reliable. They have this power IQ in it, which basically cuts out the power once the device is charged up, so it's just not sitting there like getting hot and just like trying to push power it doesn't need to do. And these ones, this Power Core 1300, don't ever take the 1300 as actually being 1300. You probably get 10,000 out of it. They kind of hype the numbers up a little bit. This one's nice though because it's got dual inputs on it, dual outputs on it, should I say. So you can charge two things at once. So maybe you're dual wielding with your like iPhone X and an iPad for blogging on. Ideal for just like bang connecting two up. And for 30 bucks, 33 bucks is absolute bargain. So highly recommend these for a battery backup on the go if you're a mobile video blogger. Next up, UV lens. Had to mention this one because we're in the middle of a heat wave here in the UK. Like, we're not used to anything extreme, be it snow, be it wind, be it bloody sunshine. And it's like 84, 85, 86 degrees and we have no aircon. So like, you can imagine what that's like. I'm having to flip my day around to 4 AM in the morning just to be able to get into work. UV lens, live UV reports. Looks like they've nicked a screenshot, animated screenshot of Windy. I don't know if Windy know about that, but windy.com, that's definitely from windy.com, that background. UV lens, live UV reports anytime, anywhere. Today's forecast. Explore UV index in and around the world. Kind of cool. The reason why I mention this is that you can find all that stuff out from most weather apps, but I do like an app that looks quite polished, that looks like they've spent their time on a very niche thing and then built a beautiful interface around it. I think sometimes what happens is somebody comes up with a really nice interface and it's like the interface looking for an idea, but who knows, like they might be able to go on and sell this product or build another product or use it as an advertising method to be able to sell their development chops. Next up is the Seldy 7-in-1 wearable video rig. Now let's get one thing straight, right? I've not found a rig or a wearable rig that doesn't make you look like a complete idiot. So this one still doesn't win on that score for me. However, I do like some of the features on it. I just don't see myself sitting with this thing strapped around my neck as I go out walking about doing video blogs with it. Maybe I would do it for doing like hands-on or unboxings. Maybe it's useful for going out and like literally putting it on the side and just having to be able to position stuff. I just don't know if I could see myself wearing it. I just don't know. Nobody's really solved that yet for me, the whole like walking around video blogging thing, and it's got to be something that's more integrated, you know. I want something that's like low impact, like part of a jacket. I've even got a little Nomad jacket that I had designed, a little concept thing, one of those little Sony sensors like integrated, so like it's capturing like B-roll front like content for me, and I can just like cut it up and slice it up as I want. Some of the things that have come out, like Google's Clip, it's got pretty close to it, but it's just not quite there yet. I mean, looking at that, it does kind of blend in a little bit. I just don't know if it sticks out too much for me. I think I'd want something a little bit more like flush and integrate, but it's getting in the right way. It's getting in the right way, and yeah, I had to mention it because I'm really into video blogging gear. Like, I don't think I would buy this. I mean, 77 bucks is not a bad deal, I guess. It is plastic though. Maybe something a little bit more translucent and carbon fiber, and didn't look a little bit ghetto on the whole clamp mounting thing. There's just a lot going on there, that whole like front bit. Next up is Securify. Like, I had to mention this, even though this is very exclusive for this almond router. So there's an almond router 2015 almond plus or almond 3. It's this really easy Wi-Fi router. Well, these little things work with that. So normally I don't mention things that are only specific to a device, but I think I needed to bring it up because I think what we're starting to see is that companies are doing kind of upsell with additional products that fit with their router, and I think that's kind of smart because that keeps brand recognition, brand awareness. People keep on using that product. They're waiting for the next product, and these little things I think are ideal. It fits in with how simple that Wi-Fi router is. So these things are kind of nice because the Wi-Fi router's got all that stuff set up on it, like the Philips Hue and Nest thermostats. That's all inside of Almond anyway. So these things are just an additional link to the router, and so you can have these dotted around the house. Press the button to do certain functions, and you can also link that to IFTTT. So as soon as you press something, you can do certain things like this one. Press almond-click to ask your friends out for coffee. Press almond-click to order Domino's pizza. So like, some of them are a bit like, yeah, whatever. But I can definitely see these around the house for like pressing it to like let somebody know, oh, I've left the house, or maybe for an Airbnb, for instance. Very cool. I can see a lot more router companies doing this in the near future. Next up is Wemo Mini Wi-Fi Smart Plug. I had to mention this one because I've used Wemo before. I think they're great. They do a good job. They're obviously selling these because they keep on making new versions of them. This one's now got a lot slimmer. The first Wemo was massive and really stood out from the socket. And I always found that a bit of a problem because it looked unsightly, massive. It didn't need to be this big plastic casing. Looks like they're really slimming this down now. This one's a smart plug, so I'm not sure what the difference is with this one. Lets you control your electronic devices right from your phone or tablet, so you can turn it on and off. Used to that. Simply plug it in when you're on the current. Blah, blah, blah. Compact design, which is a big thing. Schedule lights and appliances. Protect your home with randomized lights. Say hands-free control with Amazon, Alexa, and Google Assistant. So I'm not sure how it works with that. Pair Wemo Mini with Alexa. Oh, so you can just pair it with that now. Pairs with Nest for automatic home away control. So they're really moving this stuff on. And if you're thinking about buying or setting up some kind of home automation system, the Wemo stuff, the Wemo kit is good. And Belkin's a pretty good brand. I mean, I've not heard of any massive vulnerabilities with their stuff. That's not to say it wouldn't happen, but they're pretty proactive about bringing new versions out and fixing firmware. All right, last two today. One up, you can reduce the risk of drowning worldwide. Done. Sign me up. No problem. This is where technology, for me, wins every single time. Anything that helps save somebody's life, I'm all in. The first truly portable and ultra-compact life preserver, self-inflated, reusable, easy to throw. That's it. Buy. Just buy it. This company has just made themselves millions of pounds, no problem. Finally today, the ACBC concept. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, flashy video, love the concept video. Kind of like the idea of a sole that you can then put on another shoe on the top of it, so you have your business shoes and then you have your going out shoes. I just if the sole was built by Vibram, then maybe. Right now it's just some generic kind of sole. I have a feeling that thing looks flash, but it actually has no grip, and it would probably end up being in court cases. That whole zip on a new thing and make it look slick in the concept, but I think in practice it could be clunky and plasticky. Also, when you scroll down a little bit, if you see this guy here, how 3D printed do your feet look? I'm not sure about that. But from a creativity standpoint, the sole and then the skins, I like that. I like that level of customization. Is it good for the planet? Probably not, because we're 3D printing very custom pieces. So the idea is that you've got these running shoes, and then you've got these company shoes, and then you've got these camo ones. So you've got these generic people shoes. And they say it's sustainable, and I get it. From a packing perspective, you can have 3 or 4 sets of the skins and then just one set of the base of shoes. But I kind of feel like if I mess up the sole in any way, then the other skins are no use to me. So I don't know. It's kind of that hipster concept kind of. I'm not sure. I think I'd end up looking like every other hipster, because even though they've what have they got, like 6 designs right now, or have they got more than 6 designs? Oh, they've got more. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I think I'd have to try them on and see what they're like. Like I say, if they had a Vibram sole on them, I would definitely be sold on it, and I would definitely give it a go. But until the sole is solid, I'm not sure about it. Alright, if you are coming across this video from DLive or from YouTube, or you've just found it somewhere else on some kind of decentralized network somewhere else, this is currently what the Steam Hunt website looks like on the 1st of July 2018. It may change in the next couple of months, who knows. All the hunts are on the all the hunts are on the right hand side, and when you click through to them, they appear above. If you hit that white button at the top there, that takes you through to the hunt of the item, the URL that person's hunted. People vote on these hunts and they move up the charts. If you're in the top 10, then you get a significant bump by the bidbot, which runs every day about an hour after Korean time midnight. To add one, dead simple, just log in with your Steam account, go up to the top there, click on the plus button, fill out the form, add a picture, spend some time on it, put some quality work into it, make a good footer, put some video, animated GIFs, good English, good body text, and really think about it. Is this a quality post? Think about it from a perspective of not the money, but how can I get in the top 10 from posting the best thing that I think is cool, that I think is new, that I think nobody's seen before. That's the sort of stuff that makes it to the top. That's it for me today. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.